Welcome to the second module of the course, Information and Communications Technology. The title of this module is Telecommunications. By the end of this module, students should be able to explain the concept of telecommunication and its associated tools. Students should be able to write a reflection note on computer networking. To get started, what is telecommunication? Telecommunication is the process of sending information in any form from one place to another using electronic or light-emitting devices. Telecommunication has revolutionized the way we teach and learn, allowing us to connect and share knowledge across vast, diverse distances in real time. As educators, telecommunication tools such as video conferencing and messaging apps allow us to connect with our students, regardless of where they are located. As for the electronic means of transmitting information, there are quite a number of them. The first one being the fax machine. It is getting obsolete now because people don't use it so much as before. We also have the telex. It is an international system of telegraphy with printed messages transmitted and received by teleprinters using the public telecommunications network. This mode of transmitting information is also getting obsolete. Then we have the email. Everybody has email address, yes? So email is also an electronic means of transmitting information. Then we have the social media. Okay, quite a number of them. The text messaging, okay, it's another one. Then the instant messaging, then the video conferencing, which is also it's an electronic means of transmitting information. It has to do with hosting virtual meetings and presentations through platforms such as Zoom and Google Meets, as you might have seen or used, especially during the COVID-19 period. The another electronic means of transmitting information is file sharing. We also have the cloud storage, which is a bit recent latest technology, and we have the radio and television, as we all have it, I guess. Then we have the telephone, which is also another electronic means of transmitting information. And lastly, I put the satellite communications. All right. Having said that, then we can look into the modes of receiving information. If we discuss the mode of transmitting information, we should be able to discuss as well the role of the modes of receiving information. There are many different modes of receiving information, including through sight, sound, touch, and taste. Each of these modes has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the most effective mode of receiving information often depends on the context and the specific needs of the individual. Yet, we can still mention some of them, like the audio, okay, then the visual, so which is a common mode of receiving information through sight, seeing the context, which is often done through reading or um, watching visual media. Then we can combine both the audio and the visual together. Then we have the audio visual. There are some technologies that can do that for you. We talk about uh, this is especially useful when the information is complex or technical in nature, as the visual element can help to clarify or reinforce the auditory information. Another benefit of the audiovisual mode is that it can be more effective at capturing and holding attention. Okay, so one of the main challenges is of using this audiovisual to transmit to receive information could be that it requires a certain level of visual literacy, as people need to be able to interpret and understand the visual elements to fully understand the information being presented. Then the last, but not the least, of as a mode of receiving information is touch and taste. Okay, but this may not necessarily be digital in nature. Excellent. So, speaking about the telecommunication, its definition, the different means of transmitting information, and different means of receiving information, this is a good time to talk about computer networking or computer networks. A computer network is an interconnection of computers and computer resources such as printers, hard disk, modem scanners, and other peripheral devices via cables or data communication devices with the sole aim of sharing the resources. Okay? Perfect. As for a computer network, it may consist of both hardware and software, such as server, okay, workstations, your PC, your personal computers, network interface cards, the cables, and shared resources and peripherals. Okay, what about the different types of computer networks? There are many different types of which we can mention. Basically, there are three. All right. So the first one being the local area network. So a local area network is usually within one building or certainly over not over a large geographical area. A typical local area network will consist of a few computers and devices, e.g. printers, which can be connected to hubs or switches. And of course, the local area network offers some advantages and at the same time some disadvantages. One of the advantages of the local area network is the fact that there is easy access by a network administrator to control and monitor all aspects of the network. Why disadvantage could be, it could slow, the development of printer queue, which can be frustrating, is a disadvantage. And at the same time, it is easier to spread virus throughout the whole network. Okay. The second type of computer networks which we can mention is a wide area network. As for the wide area network, the wide area network is basically formed by a large number of local area networks being connected together through either a router or a modem. Some devices that needed for wide area network are modem, the network hubs, the switches, the bridges, and the routers. While the last but not the least, which we can mention about the types of computer network, is the metropolitan area network. As for the metropolitan area network, okay, uh, it is an interconnection or an interconnected set of LAN, I mean the local area network, within a specific area, such as a campus or an industrial park. All right. So what about the demerits and demerits that are involved when we network computers together for the purpose of sharing information? There are quite a number of them which we can mention. There are many benefits to computer networking, including sharing resources, collaboration, communication, access to information, and efficient data management. Okay, networks can help organizations to efficiently manage and store data, making it easier or making it easy to access and update data and information. However, there are also some disadvantages to consider. This includes security risk. Okay, network computers are widely vulnerable to security threats such as hackings and viruses. It is important to implement security measures to protect against this threat. We also have another disadvantage could be cost in setting it up, the complexity, dependency, and privacy concerns. Network computers can make it easier for others to access and share personal information, leading to privacy concerns. So putting this together, we talk about the telecommunication so far, the mode of transmitting and the mode of receiving information. Then we talk about computer networking, which has to do with putting computers together for the purpose of sharing information efficiently. and we can identify the local area network, the wide area network, and the metropolitan area network as the types of computer networks. And there are also some advantages and disadvantages accruing to networking computers. So we can stop here today and we continue in our next class. Thank you.